What do I want in a guy? Well, I want my boyfriend to kind of look like a mix between Ewan McGregor and the lead singer from the Panic at the Disco band. I want him to have that kind of shy little smile, but behind it all, I want to be kind of like this fierce, loud, crazy man that I've always wanted. He has to be ambitious and passionate and talkative. I don't want to ever have a boring conversation. So I guess you could say he has to keep conversations alive. Sending me text messages just for like no reason or because he misses me. That's a must. I want him to treat me special like the princess that I am. I want to be the only girl that he talks about or is around or thinks about or... What can I say? I'm really jealous. I'm also really independent and I want to be able to do what I want when I want. I don't think a relationship should stop me from doing that, right? I want him to be supportive 100% with all my hopes and dreams, even if he doesn't agree with it. I want him to show me off to his friends and not be embarrassed by me. If he can't do that, he obviously doesn't care for me. He should be able to hug me and kiss me too. I'm worth that. I also want him to like the same type of music as me and sit and watch movies that I like, even if he doesn't like them, like chick flicks and things like that. All the time? Is it okay? It's okay. I'd be very disappointed if, like, I didn't get little surprises from him every once in a while. You know, like flowers and chocolate, the next video game, maybe some jewelry and a stuffed animal, and that movie that just came out, and maybe taking me to the movie theater all the time. I don't know. I just like those things. But my love language isn't gift giving at all. You know. He also has to be a hard worker and having a steady job. And I also want him to have a nice car. And also, he should be saving up for a house, don't you think? I have to have somewhere to live. I want to live in the city just because I need my internet connection. So I guess if he doesn't want to live in the city, then it's just not going to work out. I also want 3 kids. I want 2 girls and 1 boy. And he only gets to pick out one name because I already have the names picked out for one of the girls and one of the boys. So... tough luck. They're awesome names. And they're definitely not from my favorite TV shows. Speaking of TV shows, he better take me to a trip to Santa Barbara where my favorite TV show, Psych, is at. Trips like that is pretty much a way for him to let me know he cares. Speaking of trips, every Christmas I have to go to my grandma's up north and I can't really go anywhere different, like, ever. I mean, it's tradition. Basically, I'm not gonna let a relationship get between me and my grandma. I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier, but I don't want him to ever have been with another girl in any way, shape, or form. Pretty much what that tells me is I'm not worth waiting for. And lastly, I don't really like spaghetti, so if he doesn't like spaghetti, that's a big plus. Is this too much to ask for? How about a big, fat yes? Having a simple general standard, well, that's okay, but at some point it just gets ridiculous. Everyone is always searching for Mr. or Mrs. my standard of perfect. I might just burst your bubble here saying this, but if you're always searching for that daydream person, you're never gonna find them. They're only in your head. Pretty much you're never gonna find that Mr. or Mrs. Perfect because they don't exist. And who's to say if they did exist that you're their standard of perfect? The great thing to lean on when you're trying to find the one is that even if you don't know who the one is, there's someone out there that does know. That's right, it's God. Not only does he know who the one is for you, he predestined you to be with that person before time. And no, he didn't choose them for you because they're perfect. He didn't even choose them for you because they meet your unrealistic, ridiculous standard of perfection. God chose this person for you because he knows what's best for you, what's perfect for you. That doesn't mean throw standards out the window. Please don't do that. That's stupid. What it means is if you trust in God and you're patient, he's going to give you everything that you need. Not all this spaghetti liking, disliking, Christmas location, baby naming nonsense. Those things don't matter. Focusing on what matters is going to save you from walking by or ignoring the very person that God had planned for you. You mean baby names don't matter?